Championship weekend is upon us in the National Football League, and on the AFC side of the ledger, we have a great matchup between the Patriots and the Steelers. Our man, Chuck Esposito, Sunset Station Sportsbook Director, is joining us now here on the 120 to discuss the line and the total. We see the Patriots favored by 5.5. That's a stark contrast to that last game in the divisional round where they were 15, 16-point favorites against the Texans. How have you seen the early action coming on this one with the Patriots favored again by 5.5?
You know, we haven't moved this game at all, Tyler. We opened at 5.5. It's still at 5.5. And these two teams did play as well earlier in the season. It was in Pittsburgh. New England won that game 27-16, but it was out Roethlisberger. Landry Jones got the start, so you kind of throw that out a little bit. I think in this case, too, we know it's New England, but you look at Pittsburgh. They're a veteran bunch. Roethlisberger's been there before. Tomlin's been there. We know how effective that offense can be with Bell, Brown, and Roethlisberger. They're not going to be intimidated going into Gillette Stadium. I didn't think New England played great against the Texans, but it wouldn't surprise me again to see money line action to win the game outright on both underdogs this weekend in Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Taking nothing away from the home teams, but you have to think that both underdogs are live on Sunday.
Absolutely. The Steelers, if they want to win that game, though, better find a way to get in the end zone offensively, something they didn't do against the Chiefs. All Chris Boswell field goals were enough. That probably won't be the case against the Patriots. Chuck, do you think the lack of offensive production as far as producing touchdowns in KC affected this line and this total in any way?
I don't think so, Tyler. I think you look at how well KC plays defense, and Pittsburgh definitely had their chances. However, if you would have told me before that game yesterday that Pittsburgh wins the game without a touchdown, I would have thought you were crazy. But, you know, they did what they had to do. They can play some defense as well. They've got so many weapons on offense. I can see Le'Veon Bell giving New England a little bit of trouble, the way that he gets into that second level, especially at the linebackers in the secondary range. But I expect that Antonio Brown and Roethlisberger will have much bigger games here. Still a big total as well here at 51.5. So I expect you're going to see a lot of offense this weekend.
All right, well, that's what the people want. Offense, whether it's the AFC or NFC side of the ledger. Chuck breaking down Steelers and Patriots right here. If you're looking for his thoughts on the Falcons and the Packers and that expected shootout, please search those two teams and find that conversation on demand on your favorite 120 platform.